If there's one question that makes prosecutors nervous in a case, it's where is this piece of evidence? Prosecutors have dozens and dozens and dozens of pieces of evidence in any particular case. And they have hundreds of cases that they're handling. And they have an obligation to turn over every piece of evidence that they have in a case. One of the best advantages that I use in my cases is I know what type of evidence and what specific evidences to look for in any specific type of case. A DWI case has one type of evidence. A domestic violence case has another type. Cases that involve the hospital or emergency medical technicians have their own evidence. Drug cases have their own evidence. And once you know what type of evidence to look for in every specific case, you then can look through that evidence and see if anything is missing. And the one thing that'll make a prosecutor nervous, especially if it's late in the case, is where is this piece of evidence? So, for example, we just got a great outcome in a case where it was very late in the case, and it was a drug case. And we know that in every drug case, there has to be supporting data that shows how the medical examiner's office was able to determine that whatever drug is alleged was actually that drug, that the cocaine was actually cocaine. And they do that by conducting tests, and they have to provide us with the full lab test, the lab report, which can be 20, 30 pages. Because in this particular case, I was able to turn to the DA after the case pending for a few months and say, hey, where is that lab report? And when the DA was able to look back and see that I never got that report, he had no choice but to offer my client a golden deal, otherwise risk getting the case dismissed.